In 1989, Turgut Özal was elected as the president of Turkey, becoming the first civilian politician to become president of the country. Before he came to power, all of Turkey's previous presidents had had military backgrounds. Turgut Özal changed this trend and gave a voice to the common people of Turkey. Turgut Özal was born in the year 1927 into a religious family in the city of Malatya. He had a Turkish father and a Kurdish mother, and he was exposed to both a religious and secular education, as he studied Islam under the Imams of the Naqshbandi Sufi order and later went on to study electrical engineering at Istanbul Technical University. Throughout his career as an engineer, he worked towards improving the energy infrastructure across Turkey and bringing electricity to isolated parts of the country. Turgut Özal wanted to improve his country on a larger scale. Therefore, he eventually became involved in politics and founded his own political party known as the Motherland Party, which was established in 1983. His party consisted of members from various political affiliations, including nationalists and religious leaders, which allowed him to achieve a landslide victory in the general elections. In 1989, he was elected as the President of Turkey. During his time as President, Turgut Özal increased exports and established multiple industrial facilities across the country. He also strengthened telecommunication and electricity networks throughout the country and built many roads, highways, bridges, and dams across Turkey. President Özal also introduced Islamic banking in Turkey, which allowed small businessmen to obtain interest-free loans. Besides his economic policies, he also promoted social justice and supported the rights of the Kurdish minority in Turkey. President Turgut Özal refused to carry out military operations against Kurdish rebels and instead tried to address the grievances of the Kurdish people. In the year 1990, he overturned the ban on the Kurdish language and allowed Kurdish newspapers to be published in Turkey. President Özal also invested in improving the poor infrastructure of the Kurdish regions of Turkey, and he established the Southeastern Anatolia Project, which improved the agriculture, industry, transportation, education, health, and urban infrastructure of southeastern Turkey. Due to his policies towards Kurdish people, many Kurdish politicians entered the Turkish parliament and many Kurds stopped fighting the Turkish government. In addition to his friendly relations with Kurds inside Turkey, President Özal also reached out to the oppressed Kurdish population in Iraq, which was being brutalized at the hands of Saddam Hussein. He developed close relations with the Iraqi Kurdish leader known as Jalal Talabani and supported Kurdish rebels in their fight against Saddam. President Özal also welcomed thousands of Kurdish refugees from Iraq who were fleeing chemical attacks by the army of Saddam. However, Turgut Özal's revolutionary foreign policies were not restricted to Kurdistan. In 1991, President Özal played an active role in the war to liberate Kuwait. He supported the Kuwaiti people and he closed the oil pipeline between Turkey and Iraq. President Özal also supported the Bosnian Mujahideen in their fight against the genocidal Serbian forces, and he sent weapons and supplies to Bosnia in order to help his fellow Muslims defend themselves against genocide. President Özal also called for the self-determination of the Uyghur Muslims of China, and he called for the creation of an independent state of East Turkestan. He also gave refuge to the exiled Uyghur politician known as Isa Yusuf Alpetkin. President Turgut Özal also supported the Palestinian people and was one of the first leaders to recognize the 1988 Palestinian Declaration of Independence. Because of his revolutionary policies, President Özal created many enemies in the Turkish military and in other countries. He survived an assassination attempt while he was giving a speech at a sports hall. The assassin, known as Kartal Demiray, was initially sentenced to death by the Turkish court. However, President Özal forgave his assassin and changed the sentence to 4 years in prison. After surviving the assassination attempt, President Özal stated, "There is no one else other than Allah who can take the life that He has given to us. We surrender to Allah." Turgut Özal continued serving the people as the President of Turkey until he passed away in 1993.